Hello, and welcome to a YouTube video. Today, I will be ranking all of the Pokemon that can be obtained in the Hoenn Pokedex Pokemon Emerald version. We're ranking them by how good they are in Nuzlocke. It's pretty simple stuff. I'll go over what the Pokemon is, where you can find them, and how good they are. And I'm probably gonna get some things wrong. If I say anything wrong, say so in the comments, because that'll just make this video even better, so the joke will be on you. Anyway, starting off with the Raichu. This is going to be an A tier. Raichu can be found in the Safari Zone. Get a Pikachu and you evolve it with a Thunderstone. It is good for the Winona fight if you can get it. The problem with that is the Safari Zone is a ways away from Fortree, and while it is possible to get Raichu before Winona, you're probably going to want to just hold off until afterwards, because you don't want to mess around with the level cap. But it's not impossible to get Raichu before facing Winona. Now, Sand Slash. I believe this is able to be gotten in Route 111, so after the 4th badge. And I'm going to go with I'll go with the B tier here. I'm gonna go with the B tier here. It's okay for Norman if you get some good cheese strats. Oh, and by the way, this is assuming you're using level caps and no items in battle, because otherwise any Pokemon is God tier. Yeah. It can be okay for Norman. I think it can outspeed the Slaking if you get lucky on the IVs and stuff, and the EVs as well. If you have EVs, this thing probably totally outspeeds it. But yeah, it's nice. It's physically bulky, which is good. It's decently fast. However, it doesn't really do much against the latter half of the game. It obviously doesn't do much against Winona's flying types. It doesn't do much against Tate and Liza because other Pokemon are immune to ground. It doesn't do much against Juan because Pokemon resist ground. And the leaders, Maxie and Archie, they have Mightyena and all that stuff. So a ground type physical attacker is not very good. You also don't get Earthquake until like really late. I don't even know if it learns Earthquake by level up. Anyway, Ninetales. Fire types are complete trash in Hoenn. Ninetales has decent special defense, and it can do okay at taking on the likes of Sydney and Phoebe, but it's just not very good against most of the Pokemon. This is found only in the outside of Mount Pyre, and while Duskull and such aren't great, I think they're better than Ninetales. Now, Wigglytuff. Wigglytuff is a Route 115 Pokemon. You have to evolve it with a Moonstone. The weird thing is, I think there's only one Moonstone in the game, so that's fun. Wigglytuff, it's not great, but it's not terrible. It's decently bulky. I think I'm gonna put it right beneath Sand Slash in viability. Vileplume. This is gonna be a solid A tier for me. It's not. Raichu is really good because it's really fast. Vileplume is nice because it has good defensive utility. The problem is Leaf Stones are kind of late in the game. Like, this is gonna be a Gloom for a long while. I think you need to have 5 badges before you can evolve this. And yeah, it's really nice for the Watson fight though, if you can get an Oddish on Route 110. Now, Golduck. I used this in my Emerald Trash Lock. I'm gonna say, I'm gonna go with, oh man, Golduck is nice. I'm gonna go with A tier. It's okay, but it's not amazing. It doesn't have anything that makes it stand out as a water type. Like, Starmie is just way better, and there are a lot of really good water types in the world. But if you have a Golduck on your team, then, you have a decent team. Kadabra. Hot take of the video. Kadabra is a C tier. Kadabra is really frail. It's like, it doesn't do much past the Brawly fight. Alakazam is a trait evolution, so is Machamp. Machoke, I'll put it in B tier. It can put work in against the likes of Norman. It does fall off though, and I mean, Guts is really nice, but it can take out weaker regular trainers, but it's not great. Tentacruel. You cannot get a Tentacruel before... Actually, wait, no. You can get a Tentacruel before Norman, right? Yeah, I think you can. Its physical defense is really weak, though. I think it's a little better than Golduck because it resists grass, and that's a nice trait to have, especially for the Elite Four. Like, Tentacruel is a little bit better than Golduck for the Elite Four of the game, I think. Now, Graveler. The interesting thing about Graveler is that you can actually guarantee a Torkoal encounter if you Rock Smash on Route 111 until you get Graveler. But if you don't do that, then, well, you're going to get it in a Magma Hideout, probably. Graveler is fine. It's not the worst thing ever. I would almost say that it's better for Norman than Machoke is, but I don't really think it is. It is nice, and it is very, very... It's not crazy bulky, but it's pretty bulky. I'd say it goes in B tier. Golem is unobtainable. Magneton, this is like an S tier encounter. Oh, I just realized I'm not actually... The screen doesn't go all the way up. I'll show you where everything is right now. Yeah, A tiers, and then Magneton's gonna be our first S tier encounter. Electric Steel is a really good typing. You can actually guarantee this if you catch the Electrode in the Aqua Hideout. And then you go to New Mauville after. But that pretty much requires you skipping... That requires you not using this for Winona. If you get this, Winona becomes pretty much free. If you get this, and then you get a guaranteed Pelipper. Pelipper's gonna be an S tier, by the way. And then Winona becomes completely free because you just switch Magneton out on Earthquake. Alright, Dodrio. Again, this is like an okay Pokemon. It's very fast, which is good, but I just feel like it's a little too frail. This is like top of B tier because there's a better normal flying in this gen. Alright, Muck. Where am I gonna put Muck? It's nice and defensive. I think I'll put it just above Sandslash because it's like a little more defensive than Sandslash, which is nice. No, Electrode. Electrode is gonna be like bottom of A tier. It's really fast, gets decent utility, but that's pretty much it. Doesn't have good coverage. It's like basically, well, Magneton's like a totally different Pokemon actually. It's like a worse Raichu, basically, but faster. And it can explode, which is nice, but you can only do that once in a Nuzlocke. Weezing I'll put above Machoke, actually. Nah, it's not. Dodrio is really nice. Weezing has Explosion, has Flamethrower, it has decent coverage and good stats all around. Rhydon is just like Graveler, but it can't explode and stuff. It's like right next to, I don't know. You know what, actually, Graveler and Rhydon go behind Wigglytuff. Seadra, very, very underwhelming water type, E tier. Seaking, also very underwhelming water type. I almost want to put this in F tiers because it's so bad, but it's not the worst thing in the world. It's just really, really outclassed. Starmie, S tier, S tier. I'm going to scroll up so you can see the Starmie. Starmie can solo Juan's Kingdra, which is really huge. It's pretty much the only Pokemon that can consistently beat Juan's Kingdra, and it's a guaranteed encounter. S tier. Always get the Starmie in Lilycove. Pinsir, kind of unremarkable bug type. I guess it's nice to... No. It's too... I don't know. It's fairly bulky. I say it's above this. Gyarados, S tier. I'll put it above Magneton. Gyarados is really good for basically everything between Watson and Norman. Gyarados is really good for. It has Intimidate, it has Strength. Basically, Gyarados should be your Strength user. It's a guaranteed fishing encounter with the old rod. Always use Gyarados. Crobat is like bottom of S tier. Actually, I'll put it above Magneton. No, come on, get over here. Crobat is like bottom of S tier. It's like really, really, really nice for basically, if you get it in Granite Cave, it's huge because it's really nice for everything from the Brawly fight up to basically the Winona fight besides Watson. and then it pretty much falls off. It doesn't really do anything against Tate and Liza. It doesn't really do anything against Juan. It can put some work in against the evil team leaders, but that's kind of, yeah. Lantern. It's nice. It gets a good, decent moveset. I think is it the best water type? The thing is, you don't need an electric resist by the time you can get Lantern. I think it's still really good though. Am I showing the A tier? Yeah, I am. Okay, cool. Xatu. This is Safari Zone encounter, right? Xatu is like decent. Obviously, resisting things like flying attacks and Claydol's Earthquake for Tate and Liza is good. Being weak to Dark though at that point in the game, oh man. I'll put it over here. I'll put it in like. No, it's not better than Sand Slash. Blossom is just worse Vileplume. You also can't get this until you have like 6 badges. Because you need to go to Moss Deep City and then use your 1 Sunstone on this. This is just bad and underwhelming. I might even put this in D tier. Azumarill though, Azumarill is like S tier. Azumarill is like very, very bottom of S tier. If it has huge power, it's nice, but it doesn't need it. It's also a good strength user. It gets Bubbling, which is good for Flannery. It evolves before Flannery, which is nice. But yeah. You know what? I'm gonna put this in A because like it's fairly replaceable. Like there are a lot of water types in Hoenn, and like if this dies, oh my god, it's not as devastating as Crobat, even though it's nice. But that's like very, very tippy top of A tier. Wobbuffet, S tier. I don't need to explain why Wobbuffet's good, but I will anyway because that's how tier lists work. Wobbuffet has its big gimmick is that it has a lot of HP and can only attack with counter attacks. Counter and Mirror Coat are its 2 bread and butter moves. Those will do double the damage back on any physical or special attack respectively that it does. So yeah, that's nice. Girafarig. This has some crazy strats. You can use the Calm Mind TM on it and then use Baton Pass. It's really good for the Elite Four. It's not great for anything else, but the fact that you can like choose the Elite Four really, really well with this puts it, you know what, I'd say right here. Because it's mostly just useful for the Elite Four. Like, there are other Pokemon that do better things in like the gym fights and stuff, so you don't need it for anything but besides that. What's good about having a Baton Pass Pokemon like Girafarig is that you can use it, it's useful, it's very versatile. You know, like you can have a Girafarig, and then you can have like a, I don't know, something good against Dark and whatever, and just Baton Pass and stuff. And like use Dark types and whatever. You can Baton Pass to multiple things, which is good in the Elite Four because you're gonna need a different setup for each thing. Whereas in like a gym fight or a singular boss fight against an evil team leader, you pretty much only need like one specific strategy, which, while Girafarig is still good, you don't need that kind of support. You don't need that kind of generalized support for specific fights. Heracross is like a better pincer. Being weak to Psychic though, and I think this is a Safari Zone Pokemon. So like, I don't know. It's good though. It's good against the Elite Four because of that fighting stab mostly. It's like decently bulky. You know, I'll bring Pinsir up here. I'll bring it into C tier. Magcargo is too slow. But it's really physically bulky though. You know what? I think I'll bring Magcargo. Oh, it's 14. You know what? No, Heracross goes like here. And then, yeah. I'm gonna have to reorder these tiers. Corsola is really nice. It gets Recover, it gets Toxic, it gets Miracle. I think it even gets Spikes, though I think that's an egg move. Corsola is a guaranteed fishing encounter, which is nice. I'm gonna put it in A tier below Vileplume. Recovery strats are really, really nice. Skarmory, honestly not that great. It has really good bulk, obviously, and there aren't that many fire and electric types besides like Flannery, and then you already have beaten Watson by the time you get this. I just don't think doesn't have the right amount of utility. It's a really, really good pivot though. You know what? Considering that, like, I think I'd put this just below Corsola. Considering that you can pivot into it really easily in most cases, it's an A tier encounter. Kingdra, unobtainable, but would be really good. All these trade mons would be really good, except like Golem. Golem wouldn't be that good just because it's very, very weak to water and grass. Donphan is like Sandshrew, but slower, but like, I think it has more defense and offense, but what are you using Donphan to beat? I don't know, I feel like Donphan just goes like here. I'm pretty sure it's also a Safari Zone encounter, which cuts its usage down by a lot. Sceptile and Blaziken are bad, always pick Swampert. Sceptile is nice because there are a lot of water types late game. Oh god, I'm gonna have to zoom out, huh? Yeah, I'm gonna zoom out just to make this little, come on, how do I, oh, come on, zoom, there we go. Does that make things a little easier? Not really. Fun. Hold on, what can I see if I can, okay, I can at least, okay, cool. Alright, Sceptile, if it were like a wild encounter, right, and you had to get one randomly, it's probably somewhere around here. I don't know. It's like decently bulky, it's decently fast. It's probably the best grass type in the game besides maybe Ludicolo. Blaziken is nice and fast, does a lot against the Elite Four. I think it's a little worse than Sceptile though. Oh my god, so many rows. Oh my god, seriously? I'm going down to 80%. Alright. Yeah. Blaziken put some work in. The problem is, if you're using hard level caps, Torchic will be level 15 and it will not be a Combusken. So it's gonna have to get some decent teammates to take on Roxanne. So that's like, but I mean, if you can get past the first gym, then it's a really nice Pokemon. But I mean, the fact that it's not consistent for Roxanne puts it a little bit below Sceptile. Swampert, best. You can and will and should use this for the whole game. I'm gonna scroll up to show best Pokemon in the game. Hands down, useful for Roxanne, useful for Brawly, useful for Watson, useful for Flannery, useful for Maxie, useful for Norman, useful for Winona, sorta, not really. There are better water types by that time, like, you want Pelipper for Winona. But, like, it's a good Pokemon. Like, if somehow you could protect one Pokemon from dying in your Nuzlocke, and, like, you had, like, 5 deaths per gym battle, or whatever, but you could keep your Swampert alive somehow, then, like, you'll be able to make it through the game. Alright, Mightyena is nice because it gets Intimidate, and it's a pretty early Intimidate user. It evolves before Watson, which is nice. I think it even evolves before Brawly, but I'm not sure on that. I think it evolves before Watson. The problem is it doesn't really have a good moveset, but you can choose Tate and Liza with it. The fact that it's a dark type makes it really, really nice. And learning Crunch, actually it learns Crunch really late, right? Doesn't it learn Crunch at like level 42? Oh man, cheesing Tate and Liza is really good though. I think I'll put it ahead of... Sandslash. Linoon cheeses the Elite Four, but isn't really that good otherwise. Linoon gets Belly Drum, which halves your HP in exchange for maximizing your attack stat, so multiplying it by 4 for the battle, which is insane. Linoon's really fast, which means basically, if you use Extreme Speed plus Return and Shadow Ball, you can sweep basically every single Pokemon in the Elite Four, which is really nice. It's fairly decent otherwise. I'm gonna give this an S tier, just because you can pretty much solo the Elite Four with it. I'll put it below Crobat because it's not really useful outside of the Elite Four. Let me scroll up and show you. But like, it's still nice to have and stuff. Also, pickup is fine. Beautifly solos Brawly, which is nice. And it also really helps against the rival if you pick Mudkip, which you should. and your rival is Grovyle, then picking Beautifly is really nice. I'll put it like about here. Yeah, Dustox is like Beautifly, but a little better because you can use it. You can use Protect and Moonlight and stuff to cheese Norman Slaking, which is good. Ludicolo, very good Pokemon. It's weak to Flying, Bug, and Poison, which are basically non-existent in the late game of Hoenn. The problem is you need 7 badges to turn it into a Ludicolo, which is really annoying. But it kind of just walls most of the late game. You know, if you get like Rain Dance and Rain Dish or whatever, it's pretty nice. I'd say it goes a little bit, oh man, it's like right. I say it's better than, it's better than Sceptile, yeah. Is it better than Corsola? I think it is. I think it's better than Corsola. Might even be better than Vileplume. No, Vileplume is really good in the early game. Shiftry is really bad. Shiftry is like if you took everything about Ludicolo that was good and just reversed it. It doesn't have the water typing, doesn't have a good moveset. It has like extra Sentry, which I think that's a level up move actually, but it's just really bad. Seedot and Nuzleaf are also really hard to train. Their level up moveset are just total garbage. And it's a Stone Evolution. It's just not, it's not good. It's decently fast, I guess. I don't know. Just try to use a different, like, sure, it's over here. Swallow, it has guts, which is really, really nice. It's nice and fast. It has, like, aerial ace and stuff. The problem is it's really frail and really hard to bring in. Really hard. Because, like, if you switch it in, it dies. And also, like, the poison or burns, you're gonna take even more damage. I'll put it right on the top of H tier, though. It's better than Dodrio, I think. Pelipper, S tier encounter. It's a guaranteed encounter. It plus any electric type solos Winona. It on its own pretty much solos Winona. If you really want to, you can give it the Ice Beam TM, and then it just totally solos Winona. Besides, like, Winona's own Pelipper. Like, that's how strong Pelipper is. It can only be walled out by itself. It's really, really good. Really good. Alright, yeah. It's a water type. It gets Surf and stuff. It's really, really nice. It's a guaranteed surfing encounter. You can get it on pretty much any... Actually, yeah, I think literally any surfing route has Pelipper on it. Or Wingull, rather. I mean, they have Pelipper. You know what I mean. Okay. Gardevoir. Very fast, very frail. This is basically where Alakazam would go, so yeah, it's fun. Think of that what you will. It's basically, it's kind of similar to Swellow. The thing is, you don't get as many Psychic types in the game, and yeah. Kirlia is nice for Brawly. I'll go with, it's so frail though, and it doesn't get great coverage, but oh man, but it evolves at level 30, which is nice. Having a Gardevoir before Norman is pretty good, not gonna lie. I'm gonna put it right above Skarmory. Masquerain, I believe, is unobtainable. Actually, yeah, what are all the Pokemon that are unobtainable? I think it's Masquerain and then Medicham. Who else is unobtainable in this game? Oh, I think it's Roselia as well. And Lunatone and Zangoose. I think that's all the Pokemon. I'll look that up later. Actually, I'll look that up now. Hold on just a sec. Pokemon Emerald, unobtainable Pokemon. There's a page that has it. It's on Cerebi.net. Okay, yeah, it's just Surskit, Masquerain, Metatype, Medicham, Roselia, Zangoose, and Lunatone. Cool, I know my Pokemon. Alright. Yeah. Anyway, Breloom. It gets Spore, which hella cheeses the Elite Four. Breloom plus Linoon is how I beat Pokemon Emerald without any deaths in a Nuzlocke. I'll have a video on that, like, probably next year, because I'm really bad at uploading videos, and even worse when I need to actually make them, edit them and stuff. So that makes it really nice. But that would require you to basically delay until 55, because I'm pretty sure that's when it gets Spore as a Shroomish. So assuming you don't want to do that, Breloom is still really nice, because it's got Mach Punch, it's got Focus Punch, I think it's a TM, I don't even know. It gets Sky Uppercut, which is good. I'll put it in like A. I'll put it like right near the top of A tier. I'll put it like here. It's pretty frail though. I'll put it below. I don't know, I'll put it like here. I think Blaziken's getting a little too much credit. Yeah, it's getting a little too much credit. It's not good in the late game. It's not good in the mid game, really. It's better than Skarmory. I think Gardevoir is not getting enough credit. Doesn't Gardevoir also get Recover? Yeah, that I think gets a little better. Alright. Slaking is S tier. It has the Truant ability, of course. It's very easily cheesable when the AI is using it, but the AI doesn't really plan that well around it. So if you get a Slaking, use it. It's really nice. Is it better than Pelipper? I think it is. Vigoroth is also pretty good. It evolves into Vigoroth before even Brawly, which is pretty nice, even though, of course, Vigoroth is weak to Brawly. Yeah, I think this is like bottom of S tier. It's really, really, you know what? No, this is like, nah, it's here. Pelipper's really nice to have. All right, Ninjask, very, very frail, not strong enough to be actually useful. I'm gonna put it like below Sandslash, but put it below Heracross. Shedinja, S tier Pokemon. This Pokemon can also this Pokemon can also 1v1 Juan's Kingdra and Juan's entire team. Wolfie showed that off. Besides the love disc, of course. Better than... That's... It's very situational, obviously. I think it's like... I think it's like here. Yeah, it's like there. It's obviously it straight up wins certain fights, but doesn't win others. Exploud. Decent utility, but it takes really long to get going, and its stats aren't amazing. And a lot of utilities, like specials, like, I don't know. It feels really weird to use. I'm gonna put it, like, in B tier. I think it's, like, I think it's a little better than... Oh, man, Beautifly and Dustex are actually really nice. I'm gonna put them like over here. Beautifly and Dustox are like the start of B tier, I guess. Dustox is better than Beautifly, just barely. Hariyama's nice. It gets either Guts or Thick Fat, both of which are pretty nice abilities, especially for the point at which you can have it. I'm pretty sure you can definitely get this before Flannery. And getting either Guts or Thick Fat is really nice. And obviously having it helps against things like Norman. You teach it Rock Tomb and stuff. This is a good Pokemon. It's nice and bulky. I think it goes... Is it better than Blaziken? I don't... It's a little too slow. Nosepass is bad. Nosepass is really bad. It can have Magnapult, which is nice, but... I guess that makes it better than the other... Rock... No. It's just really bad. It doesn't have good stats and anything. Gallicati is kind of nice, actually. It's like fairly I think it's like it's a little better than Donphan, just because Donphan doesn't do anything in the late game. Sableye, A tier encounter. It's like pretty much a situational as Shedinja, but like it literally cannot lose to Brawly. If you literally just have like the weakest Sableye, like a level 10 Sableye that you caught in Granite Cave, it just went right to Brawly, you win. Is that enough to make it S tier though? I mean, it also helps a lot against Norman and Tate and Liza. Yeah, this is S tier. This is like, not as good as Slaking though. Slaking's really, really big. Mawile gets no moves, no steel moves, so that's fun. No stab, besides hidden power. But like, it's got steel typing, which is okay, and it has Intimidate, which is nice. I think it's like better than Mighty Yenna. So it goes here. Aggron, when does Aggron evolve? Isn't it like level 50 or something crazy like that? Either way, it's really slow and has a decent amount of weaknesses, which make it not very good. I think it's probably better than Xatu. Hold on, when does Lairon evolve? I think it's like really late. either 7 or 8 badges. Okay, level 42. You can have it for Tate and Liza. That's interesting. I think that just, oh man, but like, that's like the one fight you actually have aggron for. I need to get more music. Hold on. Let's do this.
Can you hear me now?
Oh boy.
No. With Canvas talking presentation.
10 out of 10 ads.
Record myself once.
Whoa, can I record myself once? Yeah, OBS. All right. Let's get back to tiering. All right. Man. Manectric. Where was I? Oh yeah, Aggron. Yeah, it's probably the best place to put it. Manectric is nice. It's pretty nice. Does it get Lightning Rod? Yeah, I think it does, right? Whatever, it doesn't matter. Manectric is okay. It's nice and fat. It's basically Raichu, but like you can actually get it before Winona easily. I think it goes like right here. Yeah, it's pretty frail though. Plusle and Minun are like worse, right? Oh, they get Encore though. Encore is really busted. You know what? Hot take. Plusle and Minun better than Manectric. Bam. I don't know who's better. I think Plusle's... No, Minun's more defensive, which is nice. Being able to switch in and then Encore is really good. Volbeat gets Tail Glow and then like... Right? No, I think Illumise gets Tail Glow. Either way, these Pokemon are pretty garbage overall, but if you can set some stuff up with them with like Baton Pass and stuff, that can be nice. The problem is, they're just not good Pokemon, even if you get stat boosts. I'm gonna put them like below... I'll put them below Magcargo. I think Volbeat is a little better than Illumise. Right? Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure because Volbeat gets like the moves. Actually, no, doesn't Illumise get Moonlight? Or do they both get Moonlight? Let me check real quick. Volbeat Gen 3 learns it. Who is better, Volbeat or Illumise? The hottest debate this side of the whatever region. Okay, so Volbeat gets Tail Glow, right? It gets like no moves that it can use with it. It does get Signal Beam though. Does Illumise also get Signal Beam? Oh, God. Yeah, no, Illumise gets trash moves. Oh my God. Illumise doesn't even get a single bug type move by level up. Illumise gets Tackle, Sweet Scent, Charm, Moonlight, Quick Attack, Wish, Encore, Flatter, Helping Hand, and Covet. Those aren't bad utility moves, but like Tail Glow and Signal Beam are way better to get, and Volbeat still gets Moonlight. The only thing you're really missing out on is like Wish, which is okay, but I mean, just instantly heal. Illumise is like even worse than Volbeat. Like, nah, it's not worse than Nose Pass. I don't know. I think they're still both bad though. Swaw is nice and defensive. You can have it for Flannery and like you get Sludge Bomb or whatever really quickly. You can even get Sludge Bomb before Flannery. I'm not sure on that, but even if it's just Sludge, that's still nice. It's nice and defensive, which is good. I think it's like here. Dodrio's not all that great actually. I might move it down a peg. I'll move it below Weezing. Sharpedo can cheese Tate and Liza. It's really fast. Very, very frail. I'm gonna say it's like better than Dodrio because of its dark typing. Wailord has big HP, but nothing else. Very, very, what's the word? Unspecial? Generic? Water type Pokemon. Better than like a lot of these bad Pokemon though. Camerupt is like just really slow and really bad and has a lot of weaknesses. I can't give it more than this tier. I'm gonna have to reorder the tiers massively. I'll do that at the end. It has nice, whatever. Torkoal is very defensive, very good for the Norman fight, by the way, and the Steven fight if you choose to do it. Oh man, I'd say it goes in A tier. It's like really nice defensively. It gets Amnesia, it gets Iron Defense, I think. It even gets Curse. It gets all sorts of really good moves. Grumpig is also very defensive and very, very nice. Not a lot can touch this thing, besides like the Elite Four. I think it goes a little bit, it's a little bit, no, it's a little bit above Torkoal actually. Actually, no, you can't use this for Norman, right? Doesn't it evolve at exactly level 32? Let me just see. Spoink evolution. Spoink evolves at level 32. So you cannot use it for Norman. That makes it a decent amount worse, not gonna lie. Alright, Spinda. It's okay. It's okay. It's not great though. I'd say it's like a little better than Ninjask. Flygon. You can't get this until really late. What level can you get this at? I think you might even need 8 badges. Bravo evolves level 45. Okay, so you need 7 badges. Yeah, and like everything knows Ice Beam. It's actually not that great of an encounter. I mean, Vibrava isn't great stats-wise, obviously. So like, I'm basically judging Vibrava against these Pokemon for the most part. I guess it fits like here. It's like not. You don't bring this to the Elite Four because of like the last 3 leaders have just. The last 3 Elite Four members, including the champion, like Glacia, Drake, and Wallace, all have Mons with Ice Beam. Just no, don't use this. This is actually real. It sucks because Flygon's one of my favorite Pokemon. But yeah, Cacturn is okay. When does Cacnea evolve? Let me just make sure about that. It evolves at level 32. I mean, being able to cheese Tantalize is nice. But like Mighty's, oh man, I don't know how I feel about this one. I'm gonna put it above Heracross. Altaria can sweep the Elite Four if you're good at the game. I remember specifically miscounting Dragon Dances with my Altaria and not losing because I thought that I was faster than I was. I had been caught in sport twice by Sydney's Cacturn, and I used Dragon Dance 3 times, but I thought I used it 4 times, so his Absol came out and outsped me, and I was like, what? Anyway, decent encounter, not the worst thing in the world. The problem is it learned Dragon Dance is really nice, but pretty much only for the Elite Four. I don't know, it's kind of like Flygon actually, but like, yeah, but Altaria can learn Dragon Dance. Wait, how does Flygon learn Dragon Dance? Is Flygon good for the Elite Four? Because, like, Dragon Dance makes any Pokemon really nice. When does it... Okay, no, it doesn't learn Dragon Dance. Okay, yeah. Altaria goes, like, right here, because it's actually useful for the Elite Four. So Viper is nice. I used it in my Emerald Trash Lock team. It's okay. It's okay. It's better than a lot of these Pokemon, just because it's, like... It's got Psychic, or Poison and Dark moves, or its thing, which is pretty okay. I think it's better than... Spinda gets some nice moves, too. I think it's better than Ninjask. Solrock. Solrock helps a lot against Winona, because of that Altaria. All of her Pokemon are weak to Rock, besides, like, the Skarmory, which doesn't do much anyway. It's decently bulky, it's good against Flannery, it's good against Norman. I think this is an okay Pokemon. Probably somewhere in the A tier, like better than Golduck, worse than Tentacruel. Sure, yeah, let's do that. If I can get it over, oh my god, thank you. Alright, Whiscash is like worse Swampert, but it's still pretty good. Still pretty good. The thing is, Swampert's niche isn't as useful in the late game, because you don't really need a water and ground type for a flying type and a levitate user and Quan and stuff, but it's still nice to have. I'll go with like top of 8. Water and ground is such a great typing though. Like you never have to worry about anything with it, and if you don't pick up, this is encountered in Route 120, so like you'll have 5 or 6 badges by the time you get this. So like it's pretty good, and if you chose one of your other starters, it can be a nice Swampert replacement, but it's not as good as Swampert, no siree. Crawdont, it can cheese Tate and Liza, that makes it really good. I think it's a little worse than Sharpedo, because it's not as frail as Sharpedo, but it's still really frail, and it's like not as fast, nowhere near as fast as Sharpedo, and I don't think it's that as offensive as Sharpedo either. Claydol is nice. Claydol has good defensive utility. Aw, Claydol's so good. Claydol's really, really nice. The problem is you get it, actually no, you can get it in Route 111. This is pretty good. This is pretty okay. It's pretty okay. I would say not as good as Solrock because you need, it's not like, yeah, I'll put it bottom of A tier for now. Cradily is like fine. Cradily and Armaldo, oh, you just get them so late though, and by the time you can use them, they're like not as good. The weird thing is, I think Cradylee's like slightly better than Armaldo. I'll put him like here. And you know what? Dodrio's getting way too much credit. Dodrio is like just bad. Put you over here even. You're just too frail to be useful. You're here. You're better than you at least. You're better than that. You go here. Okay. Like, the weird thing is Cradily is better than Armaldo, but, this is a big but. Whatever it's called, Anorith, the pre-evolution of Armaldo, is really, 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 really good for Norman, because it gets protected level 31, and it has battle armor, which means it can't get crit, so it can pretty much, if you play it really, really right, solo Norman Slaking, which is really huge. There's not a lot that's guaranteed to put in working against Norman Slaking, because pretty much anything dies to a crit from Slaking. But Anorith doesn't, because it literally can't get crit, and it's also resistant because it's a rock type. But Armaldo's not as good for the rest of the game. I'm gonna put Armaldo like just ahead of Cradily here. Milotic, very, very nice. The problem is it's like kind of replaceable. Like, I never really used Milotic just because there are so many other water types that exist. But, I mean, if you're gonna have a water type, Milotic's one of the best ones to get. It's got Marvel Scale, it's got Recover. It's pretty nice. It's pretty nice. I'll put it like here, just because you get it pretty late and stuff, but it's really nice when you get it. Cast Form is the guaranteed Weather Institute encounter. It's pretty bad, but it's not the worst thing in the world. I say like this is the bottom of some tier when I reorder the tiers. I think it's a little better than Will. The thing is, you can fit it onto a lot of teams. It gets a decent variety of moves. Kecleon is kind of bad. Color change is okay, I guess, but yeah. Go here. Graveler is mostly better than Rhydon because you can get it early and it's like good for Norman. Banette, it's okay. It's pretty frail. It's pretty frail. Let's put you like, let's put you over here. Dusclops is like, it's actually surprisingly frail. It's not super frail, but I don't know. I think Banette's actually better because Dusclops just gets slowly killed. Banette can actually knock some things out before it dies. Tropius is probably the worst grass type. No, don't refresh. I don't know. You get it like right before Winona. It's okay. It doesn't do much. I don't know. I'd probably rather have Cacturne on my team. Kameko is nice, but like, just it's not great. It doesn't do a crazy amount. Doesn't it get Wish actually? Hold on. When does Kameko get Wish? Kameko, it gets Wish at never. It does not get Wish. It gets Wish, yeah, straight up never. Okay, so Kameko is total trash. It gets Shield Bell, but like you're not even gonna need that. It gets Psychic at level 46. And you're not gonna bring this to Juan's gym if you're a real gangster. Yeah, this is probably where it goes. Absol, it's fine. Isn't it like Sky Pillar only? I don't know. Absol feels pretty bad. Hold on, where do you get Absol? No, you get it on Route 120. You can, so this can be used to cheat Tate and Liza. To cheese it rather. It's not weak to Solar Beam, which is good. And all the dark temperatures getting thrown in together. Glalie is kind of bad and doesn't really get that good moves. Wall Rain is like way better. Just go Wall Rain instead. I guess it's like a little better than Xatu because like Stab Ice moves are nice for dragons. Wall Rain's good. Wall Rain is really, really, really good. Gets Encore. It even gets Rest by level up, which is really nice because you don't have to use your Rest TM. For those who don't know, in Gen, I mean, if you're this far in, you probably already know, but Gen 3 TMs are like one-time use. So yeah. I'll put Wall Rain here. I'll put it ahead of put it ahead of the starters because it puts so much good work in the Elite Four. Actually, you know what? I'll put it ahead of my Melodic because it's really, really nice for the Elite Four and stuff. Clamperl. It's not the worst thing in the world, but you get it so late. I'd say it's like marginally better than the bugs. You need a Deep Sea Tooth or Deep Sea Scale to evolve it in these games, so these two are going here. Relicanth is a diving encounter. If you get this as your diving encounter, I'm sorry. It has nice physical defense and offense, but like, it's just really bad. I guess it's like a little better than all of these guys, just because it can be a good physical pivot. It's just really slow. Yeah, it's probably the best rock type though, which is something, I guess. Salamence is nice, it gets Intimidate. The thing is, it doesn't have Dragon Dance, but it does have good coverage. It gets like Flamethrower by level, which is nice. Hold on, let me just scroll up so I can put this somewhere else. I actually think it's worse than Altaria because it doesn't get Dragon Dance before the Elite Four, but other than that, I mean, it's better than Mawile, that's for sure. So yeah, it's probably right here. And then all of these Pokemon are post-game. Metagross is post-game. Oh, the Reggies are not post-game. That's right. Where do I put the Reggies? Where should I put the Reggies? That is a big question, huh? That is a big question. That's a big question. Reggies go... Oh, I just realized there's no Entei in the bottom right, like there usually is in these kinds of videos, huh? Whatever. I'll deal with that later. Regirock, I guess they're kind of all the same, yeah? I mean, they have different niches, but Regirock's probably the... I don't know. Well, you need 7 badges to get them, right? Regirock's probably the worst one, actually. Because, like, physical defense isn't as important when you're going against, like, dark types and water types and ice types and dragon types and more water types and then ghost types, sure, but, I mean, come on. I don't know. I just feel like, I don't know, Regirock feels like the worst of the bunch, but, like, it's got good physical defense, which is good. Zap Cannon is nice to have, I guess, if it hits. I don't know. I think it's like worse than. I think it's worse than. Nah, it's not worse than Cast Form. Reddit Ice is nice. It's got good special bulk. It can get some decent moves if you feel like using your TMs on it. I think this also gets Rest by level up. I'm not sure though. It's nice. It's nice. It's weak to like a lot of types that don't matter as much. It's just not amazing. I'll put it ahead of the fossils if I actually can. Oh my god, no. Registeel is probably the best of the 3 though, because it's not really weak to anything huge. I'd say it's like better than, no, it's not better than Swallow or anything. Like the thing is, by the time you can fight these Pokemon, you have like better. It's better than. Come on, there's no way that I'm letting these bugs be above Registeel in the tier. Come on, let me put your. Thank you. Now all of these other Pokemon are post game only. Latias and Latios are like the TV screen or whatever. And then Kyogre. Actually, you know what? Rayquaza. You can get Rayquaza before the post game. That's right. I never do because like I don't need it. I'm too good at the game, but like, I mean, if you get, actually no, what am I saying? Level 70 Rayquaza is like, you can't use it for the Elite Four. You can't use Rayquaza for the Elite Four. So that's what I'm, because it's over the level cap. And like, obviously all of these Pokemon, actually Metagross might not even be like, nah, Metagross is good for the Steven fight. All these Pokemon are obviously like S++ tier, besides maybe Metagross. Metagross might just be S tier for the Steven fight specifically. Like, they're legendaries. Like, what are you gonna do? Alright, so yeah, that's the tier list. Disagree in the comments. Woof woof. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. And, yeah. That. Oh, wait, I have to reorder everything, because, like, these tiers are garbage. Alright, so first of all, you're going here, you're going here. Ninetales is pretty bad. Pincers. Basically everything from like the OG C through B tiers is like F tier. Okay. You're going here, you're going here, you're going here. And top of F tier is Clamperl, yay! Clamperl can get boosts with the Deep Sea Tooth and Scale, which makes it okay. Flygon is in the E tier, just because it evolves so late. You really gotta think about that when you're thinking of what Pokemon are good and what are bad. Because, like, if you can get Flygon before, like, even the 5th gym badge, that would be nice. Like, even if you can get it for, like, Winona, that'd be okay. But it's not that useful for anything. Alright, Wigglytuff goes here. Yeah. I don't know what else to say. If there's anything you want me to make a tier list on, say so in the comments, and I probably won't because I only like doing tier lists that are fun for me. Because that's what I want to do. I want to do things that are fun for me. And if they happen to stick on YouTube, that's awesome. But if they don't, whatever, I'm having fun. That's why this video is like 40 minutes. I'm not going to edit this down. I don't want to. I'm too lazy. Castform was like top of E tier. I'm not going to put Regirock in the E tier. It's a little much. Alright. Come on, Tropius, get in there. Get in there, Tropius. Oh my god. This website, man. Sometimes it's something, that's for sure. Alright, E tier, whatever. Yeah, a lot of these Pokemon are actually kind of nice anyway. Like, a lot of these Pokemon are not terrible. Like, even Xatu and Banette and stuff, it's like, hey, you can use these and you can probably win fights with them. Pokemon Emerald has a decent selection of Pokemon that aren't, like, super OP or anything, which is nice. Wait a second, Mighty Anna all the way at the bottom there? Actually, let's just to make things a little more even. Sansa's gonna be at the bottom of C tier, and I think Mighty Anna is actually better than all these Pokemon because of Intimidate and how early you get it. Yeah, so Machoke goes here. Well, goes here. Terry is here. Billy, oh my god. There you go. And then go here. Reggie, sweet. You know what? Tropius is better than, Regirock's better than Tropius. And then Crawdon comes here, and then Sharpedo goes here, and then Absol goes here. Come on, go! Go to the, oh my god! Mighty Anna's here, to the left of Absol, thank you! Weezing comes here, Swalot's here, Beautifly is here, Dustox is here, Registeel is, let's have Registeel at the bottom of B tier. Alright, now Claydol, Grumpig, whatever. This is riveting content, I know. Golduck. Solrock. Who's that Pokemon? It's B tier Tentacruel. To the left of Solrock, thank you. Lantern, go! Go, Lantern! Go! Outspeed the Tentacruel! Swim to the left! Yeah, no, Skarmory is like B tier. You know what? Screw it. Just to make things look a little nicer. Registeel goes in C tier. Yeah, this is pretty much the definitive Pokemon Emerald tier list. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.